Happy Hump Day and welcome to the show about food, fun places, and the mayhem of life. I'm your host, Tyler Glen. We're coming to you live from the center of North America, the very center of the universe. Yes, the beach house, beach bunker, lights are on, chairs are set up and ready to go. Grab one. There's a bench over there. You can sit on the sailboat if you want. Just grab a seat on the beach because it is the show about food, fun places, and the mayhem of life. Yes, it is. And we are so excited to have you here today because it was a big day yesterday. It was a big day in Washington. Carney goes to Washington. Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch show with Agent Orange. How did it go? We'll tell you, we've got late night reaction. That's the fun part. Late night comedy. Late night comedians have a field day with Mark Carney and Donald Trump, and maybe you caught. We did manage to catch the meeting just as it began, and did a bit of a live stream yesterday because we were, we wanted to see if anything historic was going to happen. Really, no Zelensky. It was largely cordial. If you missed it, we will just do very, very brief highlights, I promise, because we've got food, fun places, and mayhem to get to. Canada's 100 restaurant list, Canada's top 100, the top 100 places to eat in all of Canada. Manitoba cracked 3 spots. In fact, in Winnipeg, we have 3 of the top restaurants in all of Canada. One of these restaurants cracked the top 10 for the second year in a row. If you didn't know about it, you drive by and go, meh, it's in an inconspicuous part of Winnipeg. It is not very flashy. From the outside, you'd go, really? That's it? But it's about the food. And it's worth sticking around for. 3 Manitoba restaurants crack the top 100 in Canada. Very cool. Also, we're going to update you on the latest out of Waskata. Some dramatic pictures came in while we were streaming yesterday of the elevator that caught fire. Very sad. At one time we had 700 grain elevators in Manitoba. 700. We're down to 110 grain elevators now. Well, 109 after yesterday. And thankfully, no one was injured, but we've got the latest on that coming up on the show. Also on the show this morning, when do you think life in Canada was great? What was the great decade? Was there a great decade, a great time to be alive in this country? Definitely a question for those that are older sun seekers on the show. Also, we'll take a look at the toughest jobs to take on in 2025. Want to get your thoughts on a bizarre video making the rounds out of Mexico this morning. Are they Mexican goblins? Are they those little furry guys from Return of the Jedi? What's going on? This is a weird video. We got to get your thoughts on it. Also, update on Jennifer Aniston. Her gate was destroyed as a fan crashed through the front of her yard yesterday. And a whole lot more. It is still going to be very, very hot. Let's take a look outside where we have got lots of beach action going on. Beach balls are everywhere. Oh, no, Moon Lake is back online. So hang on a second. This is a look outside this morning on what is set to be an incredibly hot Mother's Day weekend. We're at -3. I know it doesn't feel like it is fresh this morning. We are frosty, but we'll get up to +20 in the sunshine. Very comfortable, very nice. And then the heat, 28 Thursday, Friday, 22, Saturday, 30, Sunday, 29, Monday, 34, Tuesday, 32. I can't remember the last time I saw so many 30s in the forecast in May. In May. This is obviously for sun seekers, this is fantastic news. What I do like about this forecast, and I can't believe I'm saying this, but there's rain in it. And the rain's going to happen overnight. And really, that's ideal. Let's have it hot during the day, soak at night. Hot during the day, soak at night. I just hope it's not hot during the day and severe weather at night, which could happen this weekend. Some of the models are showing we could be in for some real nasty thunderstorms. It's May. To be up at 34 degrees in May, and it's not even May long weekend yet. How many May long weekends have we had where you've been, in the snow? People canceled their camping reservations because of cold, wet, soggy, gross weather. And look at this. This is insanity. Just gorgeous. Absolutely awesome. And hopefully those showers do materialize because there are fire bans all over southern Manitoba because of the dry conditions. And we've got the latest in your news ticker this morning with the headlines. All right, let's see who we've got to say good morning to in chat. Hey, happy Wednesday to you. Happy Wednesday to you. Halfway through the week. Happy Wednesday to you. Hope you had a great day yesterday. Get locked and loaded for yesterday's good thing. Get noodling about that right away. We struggled yesterday. This is, so a couple of housekeeping things. We're going to be on most social media platforms for hour 1 of the show. We move exclusively over to Twitch for hour 2 of the show. Twitch.tv/Tyler Glen Show. You're welcome to lurk in at TylerGlenShow.com. There's an audio version of the show available for download at 1 o'clock Central Time. Each and every weekday. And we, after the good mornings, we do yesterday's good thing. Now, we struggled with it yesterday because, Mondays are quite easy. You tell us about your weekend and we share that kind of stuff and all the positive stuff that happened on the weekend. But once we hit Tuesday, it was like a wall. Boom. Nothing good is happening in my life. So, and it doesn't have to be big, although we did have some championship sports make its way into yesterday's good thing. Yesterday, it doesn't have to be that big, or engagements or anniversaries. Those are welcome too, but it's just the small things because something good happens every day. Something good, and so I need you to share that with me coming up in the next little bit. And then if you're noodling about it through the good mornings, then we won't struggle with it. Road Reverend is in this morning on Twitch along with Tracy Roger. Hi, Tracy. Good morning. Zumba Bernice is here once again to say happy hump day to everyone, along with Janine is over on Facebook. Hi, Janine. Polar Bear is on Twitch along with KD4380 and Cindy too. Pebbles is here today as well. Good morning, Sunseekers. Coffee emoji, sunshine emoji. Isn't that sunshine beautiful? Oh, it's going to be gorgeous. Nick is here on Facebook this morning. Good morning. Tracy says, cannot wait for the heat. As long as it comes with a little bit of moisture, we should be good. Quentin is here too, along with Brenda, both on Twitch. Derek is here today. Pebble says, Tyler, no good morning from you. I was the first one in that you wrote good morning to. I did not see you this morning. I apologize. Good morning. I did not see you. Once again, see, it's the first one on my list was Polar Bear. First one was Road Reverend on my end. Good morning, Pebbles.
Please forgive me. I'm just one man. I just try so hard. I try to do it right, Pebbles. Pebbles, please. Please, Pebbles. Please, Pebbles.
Okay. Good morning to Ryan. Good morning, Ryan. Quentin's already answering 1996. We're not there yet. We're not that part of the show. This is what we call, I'm teaching the Sunseekers how the show works, is we do the tee up, which means, I've got all my things. I work hard to prepare a nice little table of goodies to eat. It's like Baba, Today, boys and girls, we have pierogies. We have petehe. We've got cabbage rolls. We've got kubasa. And Quentin's like, kubasa. I'm a kubasa monster. And then it's like, wait, whoa, patience, little grasshopper. Patience. Then we got Cindy stuffing pierogies down in her pockets. Hey, what's going on over here? Wait till we all sit down. Ryan, of course, is jumping in. I will need your participation when we move to that segment of the show. I can't, because it's going to be hard for me to circle back to those comments. Thank you, though. Thank you. Let's keep single file, keep law and order. Listen, we need law and order. I want this to be the greatest show. Marky Mark, Funky Bunch, it's the theme. Jody's over on Facebook. Good morning, Jody. Good morning. Tracy, sorry, had a customer. We are weird. Is it a full moon? Is it a full moon tonight? I think it's a full moon. Everybody's acting very, very strange. Trev Webb. Hey, Trev Webb. Patricia's here on Facebook. Angie's here on Facebook. Good morning. Borrowed Bean. Got a new phone. Forgot all my passwords. Oh, my God. Isn't that the most awful thing in the world? I think that's preventing me from getting my new phone that I have had since 2008. Is you got to put all those new passwords in, and I'm at a loss. Every time you turn around, you need a password. Absolutely everything you do, you need a password. And when there were only 3 websites in the beginning, that was fine. But now we're all on 500 different websites, and you need the password. And we had one Sunseeker last week that had some problems with Twitch. And considering that no one else was having problems with Twitch, it's likely something device-related. So I say, reboot your phone. And if that doesn't work, after the reboot, then it's like, I'm sorry, you're going to have to delete the app from your phone and then reinstall it again. Just type in your password and you're good to go. You should fix it. I don't know what my password is. Oh, I don't know what to tell you. Passwords are awful, and there's just far too many of them. Please, computer gods, can you come up with something like, does the fingerprint thing work? I know that iPhone, on some of the newer phones, uses the fingerprint. Is a retina scan? I mean, because I have a brick. I don't have a new phone, so if there is new technology and I'm blabbing on about nothing, and it's like, Tyler, the eye scan has been available for 5 years now. I don't know about it. Maybe I should get a new phone so I can get the eye scan done. I don't know. Borrowed Bean says, my screen broke. Trev says, passwords are easy. All you have to do is keep them the same. His is 123450. So or 50 or 50. I don't know. I'll try all of them. Thank you, Trev. We're going to move to yesterday's good thing. Okay, this is it, where we talk about something good that happened to us yesterday. And it could be big, could be small, starting with a little bit of positivity. And my sprinklers work. Yay! See how small it can be? Sometimes you turn them on and they're leaking. Sometimes you turn them on and they're spraying right into the window, the open window of your house. Sometimes you get the dog. Sometimes they don't work, and they work. I like when things work because more often than not, you turn something on after a long winter and whether it be your lawnmower or your snowblower, it's just nice to see things work after a long rest. You know what I'm saying? So type in GT and let us know what happened to you yesterday. That was a good thing. Nick gets us started this morning. Went to out to some Saber Latino for dinner and had something called the Freaky Fries, which is kind of like a Mexican pulled pork poutine. Those that don't know, Saber Latino is one of our just a handful of, can I say Mexican restaurants? I think it's Central American restaurant, to be honest with you. But Mexico is part of that, and then various other foods from that region of the continent. Spicy stuff. Very good. Nick, thanks for sharing. That sounds delicious. When I go to Saber Latino, I had something called the nacho soup or the taco soup. Oh, my God, is it ever good. You got to try that. It's really good. It's got tacos in it. But what else it has, I don't know. It tastes like a bowl of beautiful, if you like pico, the taste of pico, probably some cilantro in there. Ryan simply types in, "Go Jets, go." Pebbles has pictures. That's going to be a segment. Pebbles has pictures. Uh-oh, wow. And they did not come in. Something is up. Something is up with Pebbles pictures. Uh-oh. Something is not coming through. I'm sorry, Pebbles. Last thing I've got is steps. Thought it was your calorie counter from yesterday. Tortilla soup is what it's called. Thank you, Zumba Bernice. Tortilla soup. Very good stuff. Jody, it might just take a little while. Let's just give the computer a chance to get caught up here. Come on now. Doodle-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Okay, Jody says, GT, Blossom is doing well with her insulin shots. Well, that's good. Off to a good start. Good luck, Blossom. You got this, Blossom. Good morning, Molly. You got this, Blossom. Ryan says, GT went out to the seasonal, cleaned up some fellow camper sites. So dusty. I'm still sneezing. Picks in the mailbag. Uh-oh. Got some mailbag issues today. Not getting yours either. I'm sending something to Nick. Oh, hang on. No, Ryan's just came in. It's a little slow today. So do make your attempt. It's coming. Ryan, I got yours. Okay, so give me 2 seconds here. All cleaned up at the campsite. Look at, there we go. All cleaned up at the campsite. All cleaned up at the campsite. Looking good. Yeah, that's clean. Passes the inspection. Very good. I see the camper there. And I see my seat all set up and ready to go for when I come and visit. And the fire pit is good to go. Ooh, and all the mulch. All the good stuff, all cleaned up and ready to go, ready to rock and roll. Very good. Speaking of ready to rock and roll, Winnipeg Jets are back in action tonight. They will take on the Dallas Stars in Winnipeg. Because Winnipeg won the President's Trophy, they maintain home ice advantage for the duration of the playoffs. No matter how far they go, it's home ice advantage for the Winnipeg Jets. But it's a later start tonight. 8:30 is start time. And as you're planning for Mother's Day, Friday night, there's a game at 8:30. And then on Mother's Day afternoon, Jets and Stars. So, make sure that your Mother's Day brunch is done early. Sorry, Mom, it's hockey. It's hockey. Or maybe watch the game with Mom. Sunday at 3:30. Your Jets update brought to you by Jacuzzi Hot Tubs of Manitoba, where they have their giant tent sale going on now outdoors in the Canada Inns parking lot, only till Sunday. Up to $8,000 off your new Jacuzzi hot tub and better than bank financing. Are you looking for a tub? You know where to find them. Whole bunch of them, sale price. They're wheeling and dealing. Score a good deal with Jacuzzi Hot Tubs of Manitoba with 2 locations in Brandon and in Winnipeg. But right now they're at the Canadians parking lot at the Keystone Center till Sunday. Go Jets, go. I think they can do this one. I'm feeling confident. I mean, it's Dallas. Oh, I think I got something from you, Tom. Oh, there, now it all came in. Okay. Constipation in the mailbag. Gotta have more fiber. I got my final exam back and I did really well. I've never done that well in my life, in my entire life. In my exam, I'm so beyond proud of myself. I received a 50.5 out of 60. I went to the college yesterday and got my hoodie, and I always wanted from the college. Then I went down to the office and visited my teacher from math, who is the vice principal of the college, and I got to look at my exam in my hands, and I made homemade subs for lunch, and it was just an absolutely fantastic day, and it all is around my sweater. She's a college girl. Very good. You know, Nick's not the only one that can have swanky clothes as his good thing. Congratulations. Excellent. Very, very nice. Congratulations. And keep us posted on grad. I want to see grad pictures. Good grad pictures and goofy grad pictures. KDD says Sabor Latino is the best tortilla soup by far. It's the only one I've ever had, but I love it. It's my favorite thing to have at that place. Patricia says, went to the chiropractor yesterday. Felt amazing after. God, I feel like I need that. Threw my back out after the Jets win, and I'm still in recovery. I thought I had a good day yesterday, and then I was laying on the couch watching some TV last night. Went to get up off the couch. Uh-oh. Season up again. Oh, my God. I'm an old man. I'm just going to get a walker and be done with it. Jeez. I'm too cheap to go to the chiropractor. My old back. Molly's GT was on a bike ride and got lost, and these kids were playing outside. Oh, and they help you find your way home. That is so cool. Yeah. And the kids that helped you find your way home, they were looking for treasure. They were a group of misfits that came together looking for treasure off the coast of Oregon. Steven Spielberg presents The Goonies 2025, starring Molly, going along on an amazing adventure. Wouldn't that be cool? I love The Goonies. That's what I'm picturing in my mind, is this cast of the Goonies helping Molly find her way. Quentin says the best thing you can do for passwords is change them to Kenny, because then you'll have Kenny logins. Everybody cut, everybody cut, everybody cut, everybody. Oh, dad joke of the day. If it's not Nick, it's Quentin. Thank you for the dad joke of the day. KDD 4380 GT got the backyard pond and waterfall up and running yesterday afternoon. How awesome is that? All those are beautiful. Love this time of year. Everything's getting going. Sprinklers are going. Fountains are getting going. And you might want to get going up to the Elkhorn Resort and Clarkson Nordic Spa for Mother's Day Sunday brunch, 10 till 2, a delicious feast, just $35 per person, $15 for kids, 12 and under. Every lady will be greeted with a complimentary mimosa or specialty coffee. Nordic Spa surprise, all ladies visiting the Nordic Spa on Mother's Day will receive a certificate for 50% off their next spa visit, and there's a gift card special. You're going to want to know about this at the Elkhorn. Give the gift of relaxation from now through Mother's Day. When you buy a $150 gift card, you get a $25 credit for food and beverages at the Buffalo Bar or the Spa Bistro. That's upstairs where we do the live stream. Speaking of which, I'm going to see if we're doing another live stream. May Long Weekend's coming fast. Gift cards and e-cards are available on the website, elkhornresort.mb.ca. Looking for flowers, looking for chocolates, looking to grab something for the grill for mom, or maybe cook her breakfast. From pancake supplies to a dozen eggs to all the trimmings for mom, you can find it at Co-ops of Westman. And you're supporting local when you shop at your Co-ops of Westman. Proudly Canadian, proudly Manitoba. In fact, they take the profits and reinvest them right back into the community. So when you're celebrating mom this weekend, remember, from flowers to breakfast in bed, you can find it at Co-ops of Westman. You're at home here. Heritage, Pembina, Twin Valley, Valley View, Boundary, and Hamiyota Co-op. Or take mom for a rip in an electric vehicle. You know, she's worried about the environment. She loves you. So maybe get mom an EV. Or get yourself an EV and say, Mom, let's love the planet together. Murray Chevrolet Cadillac Buick GMC, 1500 Richmond Avenue, Westman's #1 EV dealership. Take mom for a test drive. Make her use the holy shit handle. You know the one I'm talking about? Oh, slow down. Slow down. Take her for a rip in the Equinox, Blazer, Silverado, or Hummer. And, of course, there are so many advantages to an EV. When the time comes for you to look at your change to an electric vehicle, please remember my friends at Murray GM, Westman's #1 EV dealership, 1500 Richmond Avenue. Trev's GT he woke up this morning, but that's this morning's good thing. That's not yesterday's. Oh, Ryan says, Q, now cut the trees down that fell during the winter. They're talking yard work. Mavis pops in to say hello. And Zumba Brittany says, congratulations. Borrowed Bean. GT, hubby, and I passed through Elm Creek and stopped in at Ma's Drive-In. Oh, the drive-ins are reopening. Oh, thanks for that. That is fantastic. You know, we all have a favorite drive-in. We're going to have a show dedicated to drive-ins, I think, because they got great burgers. They've got great ice cream. Everything's great about drive-ins. Debbie Kynock comes in on Facebook, and boy, we did good on the GTs. Thanks, guys. You guys were awesome today. We made up for yesterday. Yesterday was weak sauce. Wednesday, we're back on the horse, and we are ready to ride. We are ready to ride. Are you ready to ride? Let's go. Borrowed Bean. My bonus is my son is at Nationals in Edmonton for 5-pin bowling. Yeah! All right. We filled up the good thing. Way to go, Sunseekers. I appreciate it. Starting off with some positivity. And on the national front, we have got good news. Everything went well. No Zelensky for our man, Mark. We'll talk about how Late Night covered the story yesterday and get your thoughts on it. I got to get your thoughts. Also, update from Wascata coming up. We had pictures yesterday, got some video for you this morning. But first, we're going to go to Puerto Rico for some sunshine. Beach break. Back with more in just a bit.
We're halfway there. Sun shining in the air. Gonna dance without a care. Beach life everywhere. Let's go to the beach, oh yeah. Get closer to the weekend, we don't care. Sun seekers feel the heat. Dancing to the ocean beach. All day fun, catching rays. Salty air, perfect days. Smiles and waves in the haze. Shaking it in our ways. One step closer to the fun. Bright days, we're on the run. Every moment sparkles and shines. Beach vibes in our lines. Let's go to the beach, oh yeah. Get closer to the weekend, we don't care. Sun seekers feel the heat. Dancing to the ocean beach. Let's go to the beach, oh yeah. Get closer to the weekend, we don't care. Sun seekers feel the heat. Dancing to
Wyndham, Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico. Beautiful beach. Look at those waves. Tables are set up. Chairs are set up. We are ready to rock and roll. Good morning, blessed mama. It is a Hump Day Wednesday. Thank you for being here on the show about food, fun places, and the mayhem of life. I don't need to tell you, it is going to be hot. Oh, man, it's not hot this morning. We're still a little frosty at -1. 20 for the high today, 28 on Thursday, and by the time Mother's Day rolls around, it is going to be scorching hot. Absolutely scorching. 34 degrees. Good God. Severe weather could be coming this weekend, so again, having your phone charged up and ready to roll. By the way, there's going to be an emergency alert test today. That's where that goes off. I love that sound. It's my favorite sound in the world. Sound that I wish we could have it every day. It should be everybody's ringtone. Makes everyone go, holy shit, wow, whoa, what's going on? God, scared the hell out of me because it happens on everything. So if you're watching TV, grandma's got the radio on in the kitchen, you're sitting on the phone, and no, not USA, just on this side of the border, Molly. Unless it's coordinated. I don't know if it's stateside, but it is in Canada today. We will have the alarms go off, scare the shit out of everybody, and then go about your day. It's going to happen, I think, around 2 o'clock, 1:55, something like that. So don't panic. It's all good. It's all good. Although there were moments of panic yesterday, and again, thanks to Quentin for sending the picture in yesterday of the fire that happened in Wascata, and I do appreciate that. You know, Sunseekers, I think what we need to do is in chat, if you're seeing something big happen, just type in breaking news dash. You know how we do GT, good thing? You type in GT dash, and I know it's good thing. Or breaking, or news update, or something like that. Just put some capital letters on it. We can stop the show. We can, like we did yesterday, and take a look at what's happening. And it was about 5 o'clock in the morning, I guess it started, the fire in Wascata, and over 50 firefighters had to help put this thing out. And some very dramatic pictures came in yesterday. And this morning there is, we got some video of what happened. Sad stuff. I mean, everybody who grew up in a small town knows what a grain elevator is. I grew up in the little town of Erickson. I remember we had 3 grain elevators at one time. They're all gone now. Did you have a small town grain elevator where you live? Is it still there? Does it still exist?
Southwest of Brandon, near the Canada-U.S. border. Standing by live with the details for us is CTV's Taylor Brock.
Look at the video. Holy man.
Well, Marilee, we don't yet know exactly how the fire began. The reeve of the municipality of Brenda Wascata tells us it's a tragic loss for the community.
Thank you, Taylor.
Fire alarm bells started ringing shortly after 5 this morning. Videos posted on social media show flames shooting out the top of the building, with the structure later toppling over into a pile of rubble. Crews from Wascata, Deloraine, Melita, and Pearson were called in to battle the blaze. They're expected to be there all day. A wooden grain elevator is located on the southern edge of Wascata. The reef says the community was lucky that the wind died down from previous days and was blowing away from town. But he tells CTV it's difficult to lose a building that, even from a distance, lets you know you're home.
People who grew up here and lived here all their lives, for them it was a really traumatic event.
Prairie skyscrapers.
Because they have just so much history with that grain elevator.
So the investigation continues, but thankfully no one was injured. This is just unreal. You got dry wood, and I believe there was grain inside the elevator too. So, it was just, as soon as there's a flame, it's gone. There's just no way to contain that. You just let it do its course and then it topples over. But boy, it was just very dramatic stuff. And very sad. At one time, Manitoba had 700 grain elevators. And now we have just over 100. They're disappearing from the landscape. They're disappearing from the landscape. It's so sad. Used to spend so much time in Wascada in my teen years. Mostly at the bar, says Blessed Mama. You know what? At the end of that report, they were putting an APB out for you, saying, hey, by the way, in unrelated news, we are looking for this person who caused commotion doing the Macarena back in the 1990s. Pebble says Rossburn still has their grain elevator. Ryan is throwing back to the old segment of GT. We are totally messed up on the show today. We're going to go things completely out of order. Streets are being cleaned. Green bins are getting emptied. Okay. That's great. That's great. I don't want to minimize the street cleaning because they need it. They need the streets cleaned. Borrowed Bean says, we own the old wooden elevator in Newdale and use it for storage. That is very cool. I know somebody that owns a grain elevator. I always thought it would be cool. Kate, Borrowed Bean, this is what we're going to do. Let's turn it into a restaurant. I just thought it'd be, you could call it the elevator. Hey, it's pretty creative. So what we do is inside, we build this as big a flight of stairs as we can and pop out some windows and picture this. Picture it in your mind. So you go up the stairs to the restaurant inside the grain elevator, and as you're eating your meal, you're looking out on the prairie landscape, all the beautiful yellows and the blues and you just sit there and go, oh, this is beautiful. I'm eating in an elevator. Winner. I think that's it. So we shall meet later. We'll have high-level meetings. We'll get investors. People will come to Newdale, Manitoba. We'll put Newdale on the map. Road Reverend says grain dust is very combustible. I think there was actual grain in it, too. That's only a rumor, but grain plus grain dust, I mean, that would be not good. Not good. See, Blessed Mama says, I would love to eat at your restaurant, Tyler. I think that is the best idea I've ever heard in my entire life. Thank you. Borrowed Bean also says, okay, we are ready to go, ready to rock and roll. Look out for Tyler Glen's, and it'll be all you can eat, because you got to have a restaurant all you can eat at the grain elevator. All you can eat. Who needs AI music? All you can eat at Tyler's Grain Elevator. Come to Newdale to Tyler's All You Can Eat Grain Elevator. Come on up, take a look outside, see the prairie landscape, and stuff yourself. Stuff yourself with pulled pork, ribs, and ice cold beer from Farmery. Oh, man. Farmery beer, of course. Cindy says, will you be serving hot dogs? Of course. And they'll be $1.49 because I gotta beat Costco. They'll be Tyler's hot dogs will be $1.49 just because I have to be better than Costco. Everybody loves it. Everybody's coming. It's going to be a hit. Looking for investors. Debbie says Boulder, southeast of Brandon, still has a farmer-owned and operated grain elevator, small community town. They've got a place in our hearts, don't they? And it's nice to see that they are still going. There's still a handful of them. Ryan is already employee number 1. Okay, here's your employee form. Here's your workman's comp form. Here's your tax form. You got to fill that out. Fill that out in triplicate, Ryan. Ryan is employee number 1 at Tyler's all-you-can-eat grain elevator, home of the $1.49 hot dog. And Farmery beer. Cindy's going to work. Cindy's employee, too. All the sun seekers are going to come work for me. That's it. Wrap it up. Okay, thanks for joining the show, folks. Let's get it. The show's over. We're going to get into the restaurant business. We're going to open a grain elevator restaurant. And we're going to show Jets games in there on the big screen TV at the world's biggest on the inside, because it's so big on the inside. One side of the grain elevator is going to have one big screen, another. Oh, all the ideas are just coming to me. We got to get to work. It's all ideas and no plan of action. All talk and no action immediately comes to mind. Speaking of all talk and no action, there's a guy, let me tell you, he's a guy, he's pretty good, he's the greatest. He's all talk, lots of talk, he loves to talk. In fact, we did a live stream yesterday, and that's all he did was he talked. It was a 38-minute press conference, someone timed it. The Canadian Prime Minister got to talk for 3 minutes. So Trump and Carney got together. Our Prime Minister made it to Washington. We did the live stream yesterday, and there's not much to tell because Donnie wouldn't let him get a word in edgewise. There's not much to even show. It was a 3-minute stint that Mark Carney got to sneak a word in edgewise. Otherwise, he sat there and just kind of listened to this guy ramble and go on. And this is probably the 6th or 7th world leader that he's had in the White House. And because we've got news sources in the studio running pretty much all day long, when they're on, I'm doing other work and I'm just kind of watching, and sometimes I'll put the audio on. And he has great conversations, except Zelensky. He has great conversations with most world leaders, again, except for Vladimir Zelensky of Ukraine. But even Vladimir Zelensky got more words in edgewise. I mean, Donnie just wouldn't shut up. It was pretty amazing. What did you think of it when the two of them finally sat down and had their conversation? Late night hosts had a field day.
Trump met today with Mark Carney, the new Prime Minister of Canada and future Governor of North Montana. Ahead of the meeting, Trump posted about how we don't need anything from Canada. We don't need their cars or energy or lumber or anything they have. But then when the new Prime Minister showed up in person, it was as if they were a couple of old pals.
What's the top concession you want out of Canada? The top concession you want out of Canada?
Concession?
Yes.
Friendship. No, we're going to be friends with Canada. Regardless of anything, we're going to be friends with Canada. Canada is a very special place to me. I know so many people that live in Canada. My parents had relatives that lived in Canada, my mother in particular. And I love Canada. I have a lot of respect for the Canadians. Wayne Gretzky, I mean, how good, the great one.
And that's the only one whose name I know. But, Pamela Anderson. We loved her in Baywatch. Saved a lot of lives. Poor Mark Carney had a hell of a job today. It was like an Ewok going to a meeting on the Death Star. He handled it well, though. He handled it very well. He came prepared, and in a friendly way, he made sure Trump knows they have no intention of becoming our 51st state.
As you know from real estate, there are some places that are never for sale.
That's true.
We're sitting in one right now, Buckingham Palace that you visited as well.
That's true.
And having met with the owners of Canada over the course of the campaign last several months, it's not for sale, won't be for sale ever.
But never say never. Never say never.
Okay, so you can see Mark Carney, he mouthed never, never, never. You know what? I didn't vote for Mark Carney, but I think I figured out what I'm starting to like about him. He's got a sense of humor. Even in the midst of this high-stakes meeting, when Trump says, never say never, he's like, he mouths it. He's like, never, never. Smiling, kind of joke. I was joking. I love that. And how many politicians do you know that are joking around? Like zero. And I'm sorry, it's a shit show. It is a complete disconnection from reality. Times are incredibly tough. And if you can put a little bit of humor in it, and his question and answer period with the media also had some humorous remarks in my mind. I thought, I don't know. Ryan says, seemed like Carney kept his composure and didn't want to piss off Orange Man, as I think Carney feels intimidated by him. So I think Carney agreed and told Trump what he wanted to hear. I don't disagree with you. There's no winning this. There is no winning this. And in fact, the reason that we are in this situation to a large degree, I believe, is because Justin Trudeau, his dad hated the United States, just detested it. So I knew we were going to be in for some trouble when we get a flag-waving America First president. I'm like, oh, God. Oh, his dad hated this. This is not going to be good. And it wasn't. Because if you wanted somebody to stand up and say, hey, quit, knock it off, you loser, that's Justin. And how did that go? Not good. And whether we like it or not, they're the behemoth. They are the behemoth, the super huge economy. Unfortunately, we're tied to them. 8 out of $10 that's coming into the country is coming in over there. So what do? It's like talking to your boss almost. So he was respectful, joking around, but he also made his point, and you can make your point without being a jerk. And I think Mark Carney did that. Again, I didn't vote for him. I am not a liberal. I am not a fan. But you got to give it to the guy. And we did that with Wob Canoe. It's like when you do something right, you got to give credit when they do something right. And at least we got off on the right foot. Trust me, there's going to be more drama to come. Borrowed Bean says we might sell on the future. You'll be the first to know. That's a tactic, by the way, says Molly. It's so the other guy runs out of time, and by default, the person who kept talking about themselves. Yes, I watch football. It's called running down the clock. And it happens a lot in football. They keep the ball. They hog the ball. It does happen. And it happened yesterday in the White House with Mark Carney. No question about it. But I think that after what happened to Vladimir Zelensky, I'm glad he just came out of there without getting screamed at. And, I was nervous. There was a couple times when J.D. Vance was putting his hand up. I'm like, that's where it went sideways with Zelensky. Mr. Vance, that's a whole other kettle of fish. I don't know about that guy. Here's what Fallon had to say last night.
President Trump hosted the new Canadian Prime Minister at the White House. Yeah, Trump said if Canada became the 51st state, it would be a wonderful marriage. And people were like, how would he know? But the Prime Minister said Canada is not for sale and won't be for sale ever. Then Trump went back to browsing a world map like it's Zillow. All right, Finland looks nice. The schools are good. Of course, Trump's meeting with Canada's Prime Minister was very important for relations between our two countries. Beforehand, the First Lady actually put out a statement. You see this? Take a look. She said, I love when Canada's Prime Minister comes to visit because the ties between the U.S. and Canada are incredibly important for global trade, security, and democracy. There's nothing more crucial to the prosperity of the Western Hemisphere than the partnership of our northern neighbor. As always, I greatly look forward to hosting an intimate one-on-one with Canada's leader.
Intimate one-on-one.
Then Trump said, it's not Justin Trudeau anymore.
And you see the way she looked at him?
Then Mama's going to slide into Macron's DMs. Bye! I didn't expect that.
There's the G7. When Trump came to Quebec and the G7, I mean, that meme has been making the rounds on the internet for years after that. She's getting that kiss from Justin. It's got to piss him off. Not good, Batman. Blessed Mama says, he's such a weenie. Who? The Prime Minister? He's not a weenie. Come on. Molly says, I think you got more listening to you, Tyler, than his dumbass. Oh, my gosh. Tyler for PM. I wouldn't want that job. I have a lot of respect. I'm telling you, Mark Carney earned some respect from me yesterday. And I think that's what he's going for. Guys that didn't vote for him, I did not vote for him. And I watched him yesterday, and he kept his cool. He kept his sense of humor. He kept things light, and he got his point across. I don't even know. I couldn't do that. You try and do that. You go into a situation, and then someone gets under your skin, and then you know that feeling of boiling water. You're like, then boo, something sets you off. He's got that. I mean, he can't control that, and then he goes off and starts screaming and yelling. We didn't want that. It doesn't solve anything. You don't get anything done, and he didn't do that. So high marks. And guess what? For those who those who are calling him a sellout and say, he's going to sell us out and you're worried, this and that and the other thing. Let me tell you something. It's the bureaucrats that handle the fine art of the deal here, okay? They come at they get it done at the direction of the leaders, but it's all the people. They're just yakking back and forth, yak. It's all the bureaucrats that are going to get the deals done, and the work starts now. And they're talking to each other. But what really stood out to me yesterday was that Donald Trump detests two people, one of which is gone, Justin Trudeau. He pretty much came out and said, I really did not like Justin Trudeau. He was not a great guy. I didn't like him. And a lot of us didn't like him. So, okay. Number two is he says, the woman we were dealing with on the trade deal, she was very nasty. I didn't like her. And that's Chrystia Freeland. And so I literally found myself screaming at the monitor, rewatching The Visit yesterday. Don't bring Chrystia to Washington ever. Washington is off limits for her for 3 years. Keep her far away from Donald. We don't need this screwed up. Please keep Chrystia away from Donald.
Canada, the 51st state, ever since he found out Epstein Island was not eligible.
Oh, this is a Daily Show.
Well, today, Canada's new prime minister came to the White House, which gave Donald Trump an opportunity to make his proposal in person. Come on, Donald, use that Trump charm to put a ring on it.
It would really be a wonderful marriage because it's two places that get along very well. They like each other a lot.
Aww. It's like watching an episode of Love on the Spectrum. If the spectrum was fascism. Prime Minister Carney, what do you say?
Well, if I may, as you know from real estate, there are some places that are never for sale. And having met with the owners of Canada over the course of the campaign last several months, it's not for sale, won't be for sale ever.
I like how he just snuck it in, ever. And Donnie's listening, but he's doing it very lighthearted. He's almost like Bob Newhart. Remember Bob Newhart from the Newhart Show? Very, very easy delivery, very, non-threatening, very, very Canadian, and with a sense of humor. I like it.
I think Donald Trump just got friend-zoned. Canada's like, you have been such an amazing ally, but I really think we just work better as sovereign neighbors. Besides, I already have a girlfriend. You've never met her because she lives up in Canada. Oh, that excuse doesn't work. But this was a clear rejection from Canada. I'm sure Trump will handle this maturely and not like a thirsty little bitch.
When you consider what Mr. Carney just said, that Canada is not for sale, does this make the discussion a little more difficult to start on?
No, not at all. No, not at all. No, time will tell. It's only time. But I say, never say never. Canada loves us and we love Canada.
Canada is not going to you. Not gonna happen. God, this is why you don't date someone who lives on the same continent as you. Awkward. But let's move on to some travel news.
Oh my gosh. So yeah, that's how Late Night handled the visit. Much more fun to listen to than the actual news reports. And of course, you're going to get left news organizations saying that Canada's been sold out, and then right side news organizations are saying that it wasn't good enough. And look at this is what's happened to our country. And I think that the two of them got together. They had lunch after their meeting. It was cordial. They agreed that they're going to meet again. And we've got Donnie coming up to Alberta in June. So now that they've established a connection, they can be buddies. Maybe they can. I think Carney should go for a round of golf with them. I think that might that might smooth things over a little bit. Derek says, well, at least he wasn't the Coke guy from Ukraine. Zelensky likes his Cokes, does he? His rum and Cokes? Molly says, I don't want to be that person, but I told you guys back in October Trump was going to do this and run the world. Molly told us. Are you pulling an I told you so? Because everybody loves the I told you so. Everyone loves that. I told you so. Next to I love you in the English language, it's been my experience when I have proven people wrong, and especially when I stand over them, if I push them down into the ground and then do this, like, I told you, like this. Oh, I told you. Oh, why don't you listen to me? I love it. It makes me feel very good. It is a beloved way to show them that you care about their thoughts and actions. Hey, at Auto Fashion, we got hail this week. First hail of the season. Nothing serious, no damage, but the big ones could be coming as early as this weekend with 34 in the forecast. And remember, for hail repair on your vehicle, Auto Fashion is the name you need to know. For paintless dent repair, headlight restoration, fabric and leather protection, interior and exterior detailing, and a whole lot more. Autofashion.ca, behind Best West Pet Foods and Lee's Buffet. Kuiper's Family Bakery for Mom. Kuiper's Family Bakery for Mom. Kuiper's Family Bakery for Mom. Of course, not just a cinnamon bun. You want to get her the whole tray. Maybe some of that beautiful cream cheese icing on there. Mom is going to say, you do love me. I love these. Mom loves Kuiper's Family Bakery. So why not get her something from the bakery? Now, maybe it's not the entire gift, but I'll tell you, you're going to get extra special mention in the will if you go to Kuiper's Family Bakery. Yes, for my beloved son, who always took such good care of me and brought me such delicious baked goods. Kuiper's Family Bakery's got all the good stuff. Monster cookies, cinnamon buns, hamburger, hot dog buns, the whole works at 1411 First Street, just north of the First and Richmond corner beside Tasties. And Headley's Health Hut. Speaking of mom, they've got some special stuff for mom happening at Headley's Health Hut. So you're going to want to go over to Richmond Avenue. And on Friday, they are going to be honoring all mothers who shop in the store on Friday with a carnation. So as you go into Headley's Health Hut, you're going to get a flower. Come and shop for all the goodies mom wants. And on Friday, they'll be demoing an award-winning non-alcoholic wine by Silver Swallow, as well as grenadine protein bars. So look for protein bars and non-alcoholic wine by Silver Swallow. Part of the amazing lineup of incredible vitamins, nutritional supplements, protein powder, and more. Headley's Health Hut, 1314 Richmond Avenue. Go check that. Get mom a gift card because she loves to take care of herself. Headley's Health Hut, 1314 Richmond Avenue. We have to say goodbye to our friends on our social media channels because we're moving over to Twitch. The show is just getting started, by the way. So hour 2 is about to begin. Why don't you come and join us? You can lurk through the website at tylerglenshow.com, or you can watch and participate by joining Twitch. Give us a follow on Twitch, twitch.tv/Tyler Glen Show. You can also lurk through the Twitch channel. YouTube, thanks for being here for part of the show. Hour 2 is about to begin. We're moving over to Twitch.